Is Activision actually looking for ways to make BO6 zombies pay to win? That is a question that I would like to pose to you guys, because honestly, it does not surprise me. Because when I see this, and when I see this, and when I see this, it's really hard not to tell that Call of Duty is struggling right now against itself in prior years, even if I'm a person who enjoys modern zombies today. But that's the key. Zombies. Zombies is the most liked mode in this game, and it makes sense that they would want to do this. But before I get into all that, let me start with this first, just to be fully transparent up front. 9 times out of 10, I enjoy zombies. I like posting about the mode, I'm having fun with the game. You know, go zombies, right? Go zombies. But sometimes I gotta keep things a stack with y'all, because we got some things to talk about, and this right here, this is a big one. So strap in for this one. This your boy Claire Malley. Welcome to the freaking channel. I'm not even gonna lie. This game mode's fun. There's quite a few positive things I want to say about the mode, and I definitely will at a later date after I really sunk my teeth into it. But my biggest concern needs to be addressed, and that is the idea of pay to win being in zombies. Guys, we now have a PvP game mode where you can spend your real life money to get advantages over enemy players. That's just straight up pay to win stuff right there. Or at the very least, pay for advantage. But honestly, it's not surprising that this quote-unquote pay-to-win thing is happening in Grief, or rather in zombies in general. Now, come with me to Clam's Corner, and we're gonna theorize real quick. If I were a betting man, I'd say that Activision sat down with Treyarch and wanted to brainstorm ways to monetize zombies, because Call of Duty is struggling right now in terms of its numbers against itself in previous years. And they probably see that zombies is their highest regarded mode right now, I would say without a doubt. So they probably feel they need ways to monetize Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on so many different fronts, and it's so apparent that they're trying to do so. Exhibit A, the Battle Pass. First thing you see when you log into the game. But I guess that's pretty normal for Call of Duty nowadays. But then we have Exhibit B. Hey, can we get a zoom and enhance on that real quick? Oh my gosh, reminding you that there's a mastercraft for your weapon when you go to make your loadout. This is kind of egregious. But then we have Exhibit C. But this right here, I think, is probably the biggest one, and I'm gonna need y'all to follow me on this one. This may or may not be such an obvious take, but just hear me out. And this might be Activision's mindset during this whole thing. What systems do we already have in place to make more money that isn't egregious in making it pay to win? Gobblegums. You know why it's not egregious? They're being used in a PvE game mode. People like them because they don't impact this PvE game mode as much as we thought they would. And when you buy gums, they aren't random like in Black Ops 3. So it was almost a win-win in terms of that system itself. Shit, I didn't even mind the system myself. I bought a couple packs, I ain't even gonna lie. But I think Activision needed something to put into the game to make Gobblegums more enticing, because they saw the potential in them. They were like, okay, we got the gums. What is something we can take from our past that will ignite some nostalgia from the community while also making it profitable for us, while also making a multiplayer? Grief. The Gobblegums, or rather the strong Gobblegums, are being used in Grief because people are definitely more enticed to spend them to win a multiplayer game rather than just a straight up PvE game mode. So honestly, I think you multiplayer guys need to watch out, because I think this is the test for something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is like probably the first time we've ever had like a threat of pay to win being in Call of Duty. You know, it doesn't seem as bad because it's not directly a strictly PvP mode, but look, they gotta start somewhere to test the waters. And with the game mode with pay to win aspects, it's no surprise to me at all that this is a permanent mode. Okay. Let me bring it back down to earth real quick. Look, let me answer this question honestly. Are these Gobblegums that bad? Am I blowing it out of proportion a little bit? Maybe a little bit. I don't think they're that bad yet. I don't think this calls for an emergency meeting or anything, but I think it's worth talking about, because I think this is going to piss people off later down the line. Honestly, I think time will tell when it comes to how things are balanced in the game and how many people are winning games and how many people are spending money on Gobblegum bundles and whatnot. When it came to Gobblegum bundles in regular round-based zombies, it wasn't really that bad. And I prefer that because it's just a PvE mode. You don't need to balance it out as much. But since we're kind of stepping into PvP territory here, man, Look, I don't know, man. Like, I want to be fully excited for this mode, and I am excited for it, and I'm happy it's out. I'm glad we have the mode rather than not having the mode, and I'm having a decent bit of fun with it. But the Gobblegum thing, on top of the fact that there are no private matches in this game, what are we doing? At least not yet, hopefully. It's just straight up awful, and I think I speak for everyone in the community in that regard. Dude, I would absolutely love to have some sort of tournament style grief bracket with different creators, maybe make it a charity event. So fucking please, for the love of God, please add this into custom game mode. Add a private match. Please, that would be absolutely incredible. And I guarantee you, this game mode will have so much more longevity and community enjoyment, because here's what's gonna happen, right? Going back to Clam's Corner again, later down the line they're gonna be like, oh, we listen to feedback, and put private matches in so the community will be like, thank you, Treyarch, you guys are listening to us, ha ha ha. And Treyarch's like, you're welcome, son, when that was like the plan all along. Because I mean, guys, look at this fucking cringy ass video here. Oh man, I'm playing Grief today. Wow, Grief is amazing. I think I got a boner. Look, I fucking bet they set up a custom lobby for these guys. Bet you they didn't need to matchmake for this shit. I will for sure have a full breakdown of this game mode, but I didn't want it to be full of this negativity here, so that's what this video was here for. Kind of me venting a little bit, but I'm sure you guys can relate. Let me know what you guys are feeling about Grief, this quote-unquote pay-to-win aspect. Just how are you feeling about the mode in general? Do you think it's something to worry about? Do you think Grief is a testing ground for other pay-to-win aspects in Call of Duty in the future? Or do you think this isn't as bad and I might be blowing it out of proportion? Just let me know in the comments below. Got a little bit of a shorter upload this week, but we'll be back to it with a nice meaty upload next week. Thank you so much. I hope you had a great week this week, and that's going to be about it. Your boy Clambo is out of here. I'll see y'all soon. Have a good weekend. Peace.